Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day, thanks in a large part to our pals at the VFS School of Game Design. Thank you so much, Vancouver Film School. Today's rundown is dedicated to Carrie Dustin and his 9-year-old son, Brody Austin, who's a big fan of EPN. This rundown is all yours. Over in Japan, the Tokyo Game Show has kicked off, and here's the news that has us the most excited. First up, Capcom has announced the release date for Monster Hunter World, the first game in the series built for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. It will launch January 26, 2018, and unlike the previous games, it will be available worldwide in all territories simultaneously, which means Western gamers won't have to wait any extra time to get their hands on it. This should go a long way towards making the game more appealing to newcomers, which is something Capcom is trying to do this time around. The game is meant to be more streamlined and easy to understand for beginners, while at the same time maintaining the deep customization and gameplay style that longtime fans will be familiar with. Because it's being built for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC, it will also have better graphics and audio than the recent 3DS games. In related news, Capcom is bringing Monster Hunter to another one of their big franchises. They've announced that the unnamed protagonist from the Monster Hunter series is one of the 6 DLC fighters coming to their new crossover brawler, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. This will be the first time a Monster Hunter character has joined the roster of the fighting franchise. Capcom hasn't released any screenshots though, and given that the character is customizable in the Monster Hunter series, we're not exactly sure what he or she might look like in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. The other DLC fighters coming to the game are Capcom's Sigma and Marvel's Black Panther, Winter Soldier, Black Widow, and Venom. All told, the game will launch with 32 playable fighters, with the 6 DLC characters available to buy separately or included as part of the pricier Deluxe Edition. The game itself hits stores today.
Now let's do this!
And Capcom isn't the only publisher making big announcements at the Tokyo Game Show. Final Fantasy publisher Square Enix took the stage at TGS to announce an all-new game called Left Alive. It's an original IP that Square Enix describes as a survival action shooter set in a dark and gritty world, and although no gameplay footage has been revealed, they have posted a brief teaser trailer that gives us a taste of what to expect. The game is being directed by Toshifumi Nabeshima, who previously worked on the Armored Core series, and the art style and character designs are being overseen by Yoji Shinkawa, who designed the characters for the Metal Gear Solid series. This example of Shinkawa's artwork from Left Alive's official website should look very familiar to fans of Metal Gear. Left Alive is coming to the PS4 and PC next year, and we can't wait to find out more. And another game from some of the people behind Metal Gear Solid has entered another zone of reality. Konami has announced the new PS4 version of Zone of the Enders, the second runner, the second game in the mech series that was made in 2003 by Metal Gear Solid creator Kojima Productions. The new PS4 version will offer enhanced graphics and optional 4K support on the PS4 Pro, and best of all, it will also support PlayStation VR. Users will be able to strap on the headset and play the game from a new first-person perspective, piloting their mech from the safety of their cockpit. Flying games tend to work well in VR, so this seems like a perfect fit. Some fans of Zone of the Enders might be a bit apprehensive about this port though. Kojima Productions had a much publicized split with Konami in late 2015, so many of the people behind the original games are no longer with the publisher and likely aren't involved with this new PS4 version. Hopefully it's not an ender of the franchise. The new version of Zone of the Enders, the second runner, hits the PS4 next year. Another classic PS2 game is coming to the PS4 and it's looking colossal. Sony has used TGS to release a new trailer for the upcoming PS4 version of Shadow of the Colossus, which they first announced earlier this year at E3. The new PS4 version will look better than ever. The developers say they're taking the same code from the original 2005 PS2 version, but are remaking all of the assets so the characters and environments will look better than ever, even better than the PS3 port that was released in 2011. And yes, it will come with optional 4K support on the PS4 Pro. Shadow of the Colossus is easily one of the most influential games ever made, offering a blend of massive bosses and huge landscapes, while at the same time having a minimalist design and little backstory. We can't wait to jump back in when the PS4 version arrives sometime in 2018. That's the news that has us the most excited so far from the Tokyo Game Show, but we'll let you know if new announcements come in. The Tokyo Game Show is the second biggest gaming event in the world, with more than 250,000 people packed into the massive Makahura Messe Convention Center to check out the latest games. It's second only to Germany's Gamescom, which has around 350,000 people every year. This year's TGS will come to an end this Sunday. Cross-platform multiplayer between the PS4 and Xbox One has finally happened by accident. Yesterday afternoon, Epic Games briefly allowed players of the Xbox One and PS4 versions of their new game Fortnite to play together online. At first, many thought it was a hoax, but an Epic Games spokesperson has since confirmed that in fact it did happen, saying that it was a configuration error that has since been corrected. They say that it was an accident, although we wouldn't be surprised if they had some ulterior motives. Cross-platform multiplayer between the PS4 and Xbox One is something players have long been demanding, and game makers like Epic and others have been wanting to do it as well. As this recent accident by Epic Games proves, it's something that's already possible from a technical level, and the only thing holding it back is reluctance from Sony. The publisher has refused to let the PS4 play with other consoles despite the overtures from the community. Microsoft, on the other hand, is on board with cross-platform. They're bringing it to the Xbox One and Nintendo Switch with the new Minecraft Better Together update, and they've even issued a response to the Epic Games and Fortnite news. Xbox head Phil Spencer says that he wishes Epic Games hadn't bothered to turn off the cross-platform when they realized it was on. Hopefully all of this will help push Sony in the right direction. We'll let you know if they change their mind.
It's time to fight back.
That does it for the rundown today. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to learn more about game design, visit our friends at VFS.edu. We'll be back again tomorrow with a brand new episode for you. In the meantime, we've got lots of other cool content for you to check out. And if you like it, hit subscribe, okay?